The year started on a grim note for China. For the first time in 60 years, the country witnessed a decline in its population. Its strict one-child policy ended in 2016, doing more harm than good. It gave rise to a cycle of falling birth rate and rising elderly citizens. It is no surprise that the country is now trying everything in its power to encourage its citizens to have children. In just the last few months, new parents have been granted financial compensations and reluctant couples have been enrolled in social campaigns. But rather than understanding the fundamental issue, Xi Jinping has come up with a sexist solution. The president was addressing an all-China Women's Federation meeting where he directly asked the women to start a new trend of family. Let me take you through some of the quotes that he said. Women have a critical role and must establish a new trend of family. Women's work does not only mean women's own development, but also families and social harmony. Women's federations should fine-tune and implement supportive birth policies. These comments do two things. One, it puts the blame of China's population crisis on choices made by women. And two, it's patriarchal. It reflects a government that does not see women's growth and success in isolation. Our growth is always tied to how the family and children are affected. Xi Jinping's solution could also be political. He doesn't want to highlight the real reason behind why the young in China are refusing to get married or bear children. Let me tell you something about China. Top of the reasons are soaring unemployment rate and a bad economy. When you deep dive, you see some couples are indeed interested, but high childcare costs and a cutthroat education system are keeping them at bay. Many are also choosing their career over a full-time commitment like raising a child. The number of births is closely tied to marriage rates, where many are coming to realize that the institution of marriage is patriarchal in nature. So these reasons are prompted both men and women to choose a way of life that is foreign to the Chinese traditional society. On your screens is a graph from 1980 to 2022. This is China's birth rate per 1,000 people. The early 80s is when China imposed its one-child policy, and the effect of that decision can be seen from the 90s. Even after revoking the move in 2016, there has not been any significant change. The birth rate has been slashed to half within 40 years. Last year, only 11 births were recorded per 1,000 people. WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.